we're going to be sharing with you ways to create extra income or bring in extra money. So if that's something you want to see, then just stay tuned. Okay guys, I'm sure you can tell we are in the car. So we went to Dallas for the weekend and we're headed home, and we needed to film a video, and this is just like wasted time. Savannah's in the back with headphones on watching a movie. Chase is driving, so he'll just add in if he needs to add in tips to what I'm saying. I made this a few weeks ago. We have been trying to post a video once a month just to kind of go over our Dave Ramsey baby steps and just ways to help out. Last month we posted a video on how to cut expenses, so ways to like save money that way. So if you haven't seen that one, definitely head on back. We have like 4 or 5 different finance videos, so definitely check those out if you're just now finding us. Like I said, today we're going to be talking about ways to bring in extra income. Some of these we have done, some of these we were just kind of coming up with things. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. The first one just goes along with what's going on in the world right now, is decluttering. Declutter your house, because A, you'll find things you need that you've probably been buying, and B, if you find stuff you don't need, sell it and make money. You can sell on Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, eBay, ThreadUp. There's all sorts of places you can take it to consignments, but that's just an easy way to like clear out the clutter and stress in your home and make money. That's the way I've always done it. If we needed something, like if we needed to pay a bill or something before I started on YouTube, I would find something to sell. It's just what I did. So that's a great way. Number 2 is to find things on Craigslist or on those sites, Facebook Marketplace, and resell them. So sometimes you can just find somebody that's wanting to get rid of, and you get it really cheap, and all you have to do is buy it and flip it. Sometimes you might have to paint it, you might have to clean it up, you might have to, you know, stage it better, but those are the easiest way that I found to make money when we needed it. And I did that for years.
Exactly. Ashley found, you know, just on one weekend, we went to garage sales and we found 5 pieces of furniture, and then on Craigslist we found 4 more pieces of furniture. They were all either just tables or nightstands.
Just wood pieces.
Wood pieces, and we bought all of those for, I don't know how much it was. It was like $80 to $100 total for everything, and all she did was sanded it down, painted it white, and finished it off, and we sold it for like $700.
Yeah.
So
super easy.
Yeah.
As far as garage sales goes, those are the best way to get a good deal if it's like summertime, but the early bird definitely gets the worm. You have to be there first. Those pieces that are super cheap go immediately, because either people want them for their house or they're going to go in and flip them themselves. Another thing we've done to bring in money is sell textbooks. This was Chase. He did this to bring in extra money when we were first married.
And I hit that hard for about 2 years, for 4 semesters, and I brought in over $2,000 profit each semester. That was a great way of selling used textbooks.
You can just put an ad out on Craigslist, and people need money fast. Some people don't want to wait. They can use that same site, and I'll leave a link down below of the site we use to find the best price. But some kids just need the money quick, or they just don't need that money.
Or the bookstore is not buying it back. It's usually what the case is. They just bought the book for $200, and then they get a new edition the college does, and so they won't even buy back the textbook, where other states, you know, around the US are still using that textbook, so you can still sell it back for $50 to $75 online. So that's what I would do. So just look into that. We'll leave the link down for you. Okay.
The next one we've done, this was when we were first married. We were in a tiny little apartment, but we lived close to a golf course, and we would go, that was our date night. We didn't have Savannah yet, and we would go like in the wooded areas and find golf balls. We did crazy things. I would come home with ticks on me, everything. We'd come home, we had a system. We only had 1 sink in our apartment. It was like 1 big one, it wasn't 2, but I would wash them and he would dry them, and we would sell those things and make some good money.
We sold them on eBay.
Another one is if you're at home, babysit. Like if you're a stay-at-home mama and you've just got a few kids and you can handle 1 or 2 more, it's a great way to help out another mom that doesn't want her kids like in daycare. They want that like home feel. And sometimes there's a lot of moms that they just need it part-time, like, and daycares make you pay full-time even if you only need it. Like I have friends and neighbors that only need it like 2 days a week, and they don't want to pay like for a full week of daycare. So you could just work a couple days a week and have a child with you, and your kid has somebody to play play with. As a only child mama, I love when people ask me to babysit. We still do it like when kids are off school and stuff, because she has somebody to play with. Another one we've done is mow yards.
Yeah.
So we've done that for like in our neighborhood, for my parents. Sometimes we would literally take their lawnmower and push it down the cul-de-sac into somebody else's. Sometimes the people are just older. We've done it for an older couple. They had all the nice equipment. They had just gotten older and couldn't do it anymore. So definitely just people are out there. Just kind of have your ears open, and there's always extra things that people are needing and tend to have the money to pay it. They just can't do it. Find something you're good at and find a way to make money at it. So some people are really good at taking pictures. So take family pictures, take baby pictures, take hospital pictures. And if you go lower than like the professionals, people are going to use you, because there was a lot of times we couldn't afford a nice family photo, but we could afford somebody that was lower end, like the stay-at-home mom. So we were able to help that stay-at-home mom, and she was able to give us pictures for cheaper. So it just kind of works out. Hair and makeup, like people have photos that they want their makeup done, or their hair, wedding days, baby showers. If you do it for the right price, you can do it out of your home or go to them.
If you're crafty, making I know wreaths is a big one.
Make your wreaths. Yeah, if you're crafty, you can make like even homemade laundry soap. I did that. That's something I have down here. We made homemade items. So there for a while we were broke, and so I started making all of our own like laundry detergent and Windex. All of that you can make homemade, and we did that to save money. But there was a lot of my friends that wanted it and just didn't want the time to like put into it, make it themselves. You can get like nice Dollar Tree bottles and sell it. You make it and then sell it to somebody else. So that's two ways to do it. You can make it for you, which saves money, and then if you want to just go ahead and make it like in bulk, then you can sell some of it to your friends that want to use it.
Yeah, DIY is pretty big.
Another thing, I'm trying to go back to like things you might be good at. Baking. You know, sometimes people need pies, cakes, cupcakes, anything like that for holidays, birthday parties, even dinners. I wish I could find somebody around here that I could pay to make us dinners. I could freeze them and pop them in the oven.
Yeah.
If you're good at organizing, you can go to, you know, a friend or somebody you know all the time just wanting to get organized. And if that's something you're good at, like, I'm sorry guys if this is shaky. So yeah, those are all ways. Just figure out something that you're good at. Think about something that people are always like, oh, you're so good at that, I wish I could do that. And then find a way to create that into a job. And no, you may not like make tons of money off of it, but if it just helps pay the bills, then that's all you need sometimes. Or if you're just trying to get out of debt, sometimes that's all you need.
Exactly.
Another one is clean houses. I cleaned houses a lot. I did it in college. I did it when we were married. I've done it since Savannah. She used to go to a preschool 2 or 3 days a week, and when she would go, she would be there 2 hours, and I would literally run, clean a house, and then come back and get her just to make money. And just, you know, talk about it when you're around like your working friends. Like if you're a stay-at-home mom or something, you might just listen to them, because sometimes they're like, man, I just wish I had somebody to help out with laundry. I wish I had somebody to help out with cleaning the house. And those are the people that like need you and you need them, and you can work out a deal that's fair for both of you guys. Garage sales. Have garage sales. While you're decluttering, even if you don't want to list it, I know sometimes when you declutter a ton, or sometimes your items aren't pricey enough that you want to like list them in neat because it's like $5 or less or something, save it, have a tub out in your garage, have it sitting somewhere, throw it in there, and then have a big garage sale once, and you'll make some good money. And I have a whole video on how to have a garage sale and tips, so you can definitely check that out. It was a while back, but it is on there. Some of you guys live in big cities. It doesn't really work for us, but be a dog walker sometimes, or a dog babysitter. Like Tiger, we're lucky enough that we have family, but we're constantly like, you know, what are we going to do with Tiger? Because we're definitely not kenneling him. He does not know he's a dog, and we're not going to put him in a cage. So we just want him with a family. We want him loved on. We've done that before, and we didn't even charge him, but just like our friends got married, our neighbors, and they were looking for somebody to watch their dog. It's a great way to make extra money. And it's not even like, oh, you have to do it every week. You may just find these odd jobs that like over time just add up, and you can start saving. Another
downtown, like in a big city. Another way, if you're in a or near a big city, or
Chargebird or Dime. I don't even know what that is.
Lime.
Oh, Lime.
Yeah, it's Lime or Bird, but the scooters in the downtown metropolitan areas, if you live close to those, I just found this out, but I guess the way they charge those is they pay people to take them home every night and charge them, and then I don't know if you can just drop it off outside your house because they have GPS on it, and people can come pick them up, and then they take them and they can drop them off anywhere.
But just look into it. If you own a truck and you're around the downtown area, check that out. Uber driver, that's something you can do. If you have the option of picking up overtime at your job, like that's probably the easiest way, if that's an option. Not everybody has that, because we don't.
Second part-time job or
part-time job. It's not fun, but this is just why you're trying to like get out of debt and pay stuff off. Pick up a part-time job.
Yeah, that's what Dave Ramsey recommends.
Yeah, stock at Kohl's. It can be like behind the scenes,
right,
if you don't want to like be out on the front line. Sorry guys. Rent out a room. So the guy that actually bought our first house was just a single guy at the time, and he rented out our 2 bedrooms, and well, they weren't ours anymore. He bought the house, but he didn't even have a rent, so he was making the mortgage payment and making money on top of it by people paying him rent. So if you're single or even a young married couple and you have a spare room and a close friend, totally rent that out and make some extra money, even if it's not forever, even if it's just like for a year, we're going to do this to bring in extra money. Start an Instagram account or YouTube channel. It may take time to get it going, but that's always an option. Not that everybody succeeds at it, but that's what I did, and it completely changed our lives.
Yeah, and so it's very low startup cost too. She used her iPhone for the first 6 months
until I hit 10,000 subscribers.
Yeah, and she was making a profit at that point. It wasn't a ton because YouTube AdSense had changed their requirements at that point, and so our application took 5 months to approve.
Right.
But if you start, it's not like that now. Once you hit those requirements, I think it only takes a couple of days, maybe a week, to get approved and start getting ads on your video. So it'd be quicker for most people now. But yeah, that's a good option if you really have been wanting to.
That kind of goes back into that, like, find something you're good at and find a way to make money. I was always good at cleaning and organizing, and yes, cleaning houses was nice for the time that I needed it, but I'm like, how am I ever going to make this into, like, how could I make this into something big? And I'm like, I don't want to own a cleaning company. Like, I didn't want to own a business. And then I was watching all these cleaning channels, and I'm like, I'm good at that, and I like that, I enjoy that. And so I literally turned it into a business. Like, that's what's insane. So definitely, those are always options. Not that they're for everybody, but definitely look into that. Do good at your job. This may take time, like just being consistent, but when you do good at your job, you'll probably get promotions and raises. You can go in and just like do what you're supposed to do and required and just kind of stay there, or you can do better, and those bosses, those people above you see it, and then when that job comes open or they're creating a position, you're going to be the first person they think of for that. That is so Chase. He doesn't go in and just do what's expected. He always goes above it, and it's totally paid off over the years, and it takes time. That's something that's not instant, but there's something to look at. Just overall, be a better person when you're out. There's a few times that I've gotten jobs just by being me and not being lazy. So when I was in college, I was a part of a sorority, go Alpha Gamma Deltas, and when I would be over at our sorority house, I was cleaning, even at that age, and I would pull out the vacuum, or I would be dusting something off while I was there. Well, then one of my sorority sisters was like, hey, my dad's single and lives in an apartment, and he's needing somebody to clean it. You know, could you go over there while he's at work and clean it? And I think it was like $35 at the time, but it literally took me like 45 minutes. I had a key, so I could just go in, and it was a single guy that was like cleaner than me. Like, I would go in and vacuum over the vacuum lines that I had cleaned the week before. So it was super easy money, and it was just because they saw my work ethic outside of a job. So they were like, hey, if she loves to clean and she's cleaning for free here, she's gonna be great at cleaning my dad's. I've gotten babysitting jobs that way. You just never know. And I'm even watching people, like, as YouTube gets bigger, I'm like, I'm gonna need help at some point. And there's some people I see that I'm like, definitely, when I need help, I'm gonna go to them. They're hardworking, they're consistent. And then there's some people that I would love to give a job to, because they're like either stay-at-home moms or want to be, I don't know, and I just see their worth exit, like, it would not benefit me. Like, I don't know. So just remember, people are watching you, and jobs are going to come available, and you want them to think of you. even if it's just like a one-time thing. Like, who would I trust with Tiger? Who would I trust Savannah with? Who would I be able to pay to do this? It's just those little character builders that you want to be the go-to person. And I think that's why me and Chase have always had so many different money streams. Even when I didn't have a job, we've always found a way to make money.
Right.
People are always good about asking us to do it. We've done everything, guys. Like,
hung up Christmas lights.
We've hung up Christmas lights. And then my biggest tip is how we paid off debt and how we were able to save. Goes back to our last video, which is cut out as much as possible. Like, sometimes you're a stay-at-home mom and you have 6 kids. You don't have time to babysit. You don't have time to make homemade products. You don't have time for any of that, but you can cut your bills as much as possible. So to me, that's the like go-to. Cut as many bills, subscriptions, anything that you can. And then if you still need to bring in extra ways, go along these. But yeah, do you have anything else?
No, I mean, the main thing too is just that's the only way we were able to make it off one income for 10 years. Ashley didn't work for 10 years and didn't make any money, but she did. It's almost like we did make some money by the savings that we cut, or by the expenses we cut, and the savings from those expenses was like an income, and it could have added up to $10,000 to $20,000 a year, which is like a small part-time income.
We figured that out pretty quick. That as much as I could save was almost like bringing in income. So the more, like, if I could find a way to save $30 that week, that was like that $30 less we didn't have to create.
Exactly.
So if I could find a way to save $200 or $300 that month, that was like an extra paycheck because we weren't having to come up with that money. So that was that's what worked for us. You guys may be able to, you know, just add on more jobs. That may be what's best for you. Some people don't want to cut things. They just want to create more money. So you have to decide what's best for you and your family.
Definitely. And then just be in the mindset of it's temporary.
It's temporary.
We mentioned that before. This isn't your whole life, where you want to definitely hardcore, you know, start paying down debt, because if you just half do it, it's kind of frustrating because you don't see yourself getting anywhere. So you do want to dive in pretty hardcore.
Okay, sorry, my camera like shut off because we were talking so long. So the whole goal with Dave Ramsey is to live like nobody else, so you can live like nobody else. So during this time, we were saying you're gonna like get made fun of. People are gonna think you're crazy, but then you get through it, and it does go so much faster than you can ever imagine. Like, it does pick up speed, and then we're in the other side of that, and so that's what you guys are seeing. Like, we didn't get to film all the struggle and all that because we had paid everything off before we started YouTube, but we're getting to live a whole different life than we did the previous 10 years. Like, we were like money pinchers, like didn't do anything, did anything to make extra money,
paycheck to paycheck.
And so now that I'm bringing in a paycheck, I'm not having to spend it on, you know, student loans from 10 years ago, or credit card debt that I bought stuff in college, or what'd you say?
Car loans.
Car loans. We don't have car loans. Like, we make great money now, and we still have old cars. It's gonna stay that way. We're gonna buy used cars, and we're gonna keep these as long as we can. But we're getting to live on that flip side of, you know, we have extra money now, and there is just a piece with, I don't know. So it's just so good to get out of debt.
It's worth it.
It's worth it, because then when you do get a tax return, or you do get a bonus, or you do get a raise, you get to start keeping it. Where during those times where you're paying it off, you're just throwing it. Like, anytime we had extra money, we did not do anything for ourselves. We threw it towards debt, and it was so hard at the time. It was so hard. I just wanted new shoes. I just wanted makeup. I just wanted to go out to eat. I just wanted my hair and my nails done. Like, there were so many things I just wanted, but we stuck with it. And now when I want to do those things, I don't have to feel guilty and think, oh, but this could be Savannah's dance money, or oh, this could be, you know, something we could be paying off for our student loans. Everything's paid off, so we get to enjoy life. It's just a whole different side of living.
Otherwise, you'd just be just in an indefinite, perpetual loop of you get money in, you pay off, or you pay off debt, or you pay towards your card, you pay towards your student loan, you pay towards your credit card or car loan. You're just always, your whole life, you're living paycheck to paycheck. Or you could just, you know, hook it up real quick for a year, 2 years, 3 years of your life and get everything paid off, and completely just change the, you know, your generation, the next generation, and pass it down.
Some of you make so much money and you don't even realize what you're spending. You could probably pay it off in like 3-5 months. Like, some of you guys make great money and you're just pre-spending it. Stop pre-spending. Get everything paid off and then just pay as you go. So
Yeah.
We could talk about this all day long,
right,
but we'll save it for our next month's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below in the description box. We are huge Dave Ramsey's fans, so I have his book and stuff linked in my Amazon store if you want to check that out.
You guys can do it, just remember that.
You can do it, and it is so worth it. We want it, like, we truly want you guys to do it. That's why we do these videos, is we want you to change your lives, because we've done it, and if we can do it on the money we were making, I think that's our biggest excuse, is I don't make enough money to do that. We were making below what a teacher makes in Oklahoma. Google that.
Yeah.
It is not a lot, and we did it. Like, that's the #1 biggest excuse, is we don't have enough money. That's why you need to do it.
Yeah.
Like, that's exactly why you should do it. So thank you guys so much for watching. We truly love you guys. We appreciate all the love and support. And we'll see you in the next one.